Vous avez beaucoup travaillé.
So, ja, aber ich meine, wo können weißt du hier?
L'arrêt aujourd'hui est un arrêt historique et nous sommes vraiment très heureuses d'avoir porté ceci jusqu'à la Cour européenne des droits de l'homme. Maintenant, nous allons rester très attentives à ce que la Suisse mette en œuvre la décision. Et bien entendu, nous comptons sur le comité des ministres qui doit vérifier et suivre les arrêts de la Cour pour que le pays concerné les mette en œuvre.
I really hope that we will win against all the countries. So I'm really disappointed that this didn't happen. But the most important thing is that the court has said the Swiss women's case that governments must cut their emissions more to protect the human rights. So I really think their win is a win for us too, and a win for everyone.
The Tribunal does not consider that the obligation under Article 194, paragraph 1 of the Convention would be satisfied simply by complying with the obligations and commitments under the Paris Agreement. The Convention and the Paris Agreement are separate agreements with separate sets of obligations. Article 194, paragraph 1 imposes on states a legal obligation to take all necessary measures to prevent, reduce, and control pollution from anthropogenic GHG emissions, including measures to reduce such emissions. If a state fails to comply with this obligation, international responsibility would be engaged for that state.
Adolescentes, comunidades originarias y a las generaciones futuras, entre otros. Intervienen y a los magistrados. La doctrina del plazo razonable debe ser interpretada.
E sua interseção com direitos protegidos na Convenção Americana. Essa capacitação
está a la altura de las circunstancias que requiere esta emergencia.
En particular, cuando el cumplimiento depende inter alia de la cooperación de otros estados. Después pensaba que luchaba para salvar la Amazonía. Ahora me doy cuenta que lucho por la humanidad.
Populações tradicionais também que aqui estão conosco e que compartilham.
Of draft resolution A/77/L58.
May I take it that the Assembly decides to adopt draft resolution A/77/L58. It is so decided.
Today, we have witnessed a win for climate justice of epic proportions. I'm proud beyond measure that today the United Nations General Assembly has overwhelmingly adopted by consensus Vanuatu's resolution on climate change and human rights.
This feeling, you know, when the sand is slipping between your fingers, that's what it feels like for us. When we're trying to hold on to our languages, our cultural practices, our land, and it's slipping between our fingers like that because of the adverse effects of climate change. But we will fight, we will fight.
크게 해볼까요? 위기가 아닌 네, 오른쪽을 보시면 편지들이 붙어 있는 걸 보실 수 있습니다. 이번 기후 소송에 대한 판결은 기후 변화가 모두의 인권의 문제인지 한국 정부가 기후 변화로 하나, 둘, 셋. 기후위기 방관은 위헌! 기후위기 방관은 위헌! 기후위기 방관은 위헌! 국가 기후들은 수요가 회복할 수 있는 가능성을 열어주지 않았습니다. 위기가 아닌 대응의 시간! 위기가 아닌 대응의 시간! 판결은 끝이 아닌 기후 대응의 시작!
And one of the key reasons for that was that the court said that it wasn't in their merit, in their jurisdiction. It wasn't their job to impose this.
Get here now.
Being able to present to the Senate committee today was exhilarating. It's so amazing to feel as if my perspectives and my thoughts are actually being heard by one of the country's highest institutions. And I was really grateful for the opportunity to be able to say my part and to be questioned on the inner workings of the bill by the people who ultimately get to decide on its future.
De rechtbank beveelt RDS om via het concernbeleid van de Shell-groep de CO2-uitstoot van de Shell-groep en van de toeleveranciers en de afnemers van die groep eind 2030 terug te brengen met netto 45% ten opzichte van het niveau van 2019.
Gaat u zitten. Een bepaalde ruimte voor georganiseerd, omdat het eindoordeel van het Hof is dat de vorderingen van Milieudefensie niet kunnen worden toegewezen. Het Hof heeft het vonnis van de rechtbank dan ook vernietigd. Ja, voor Shell een reductiepercentage van 45% geldt.
Well, as we speak, a lawsuit is being filed in California, in San Francisco Superior Court. We are suing ExxonMobil for a decades-long campaign of deception in which they perpetuated the lie, the myth, that recycling of plastics, including single-use plastics, is sustainable, is good for the environment.
What is ExxonMobil's connection to plastic?